In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use DataDive to identify all of the relevant keywords for your product, and then using DataDive to make sure that you actually rank for those keywords as well. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is head over to Amazon. So if you're selling on the US, you're going to go amazon.com. If you're in the UK, amazon.co.uk, etc. Then you're going to type in your root keyword. So this is going to be the keyword that perfectly describes your product. Now in this example, I'm going to use footrest. So you can see here we've typed in footrest. Now what we want to do is identify our product and the top 9 competitors that have ranked organically. The reason why we choose organic is because we want to go after the products that have strong organic ranks. So if they have a strong organic rank, there's a good chance that they're ranking for a lot of keywords that we could potentially take as well. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find the top 9 competitors. So as we can see here, that says organic rank 1. So we're going to choose these. We're going to add them to tray. Then organic rank 2. And then I'm just going to do that for organic 3 all the way through to organic 9. And then I'm going to find my product and I'm going to add that one to tray as well. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, so now you can see we've got 9 in the tray over to the right of the screen. I'm going to pretend that this product here is my product. So I'm going to add this to the tray and that's going to make it 10. So now when I come back over here, we'll see there's 10 in the tray here. So then you're going to click on the tray, you're going to open Divebox, you're going to wait for it to load, and then you can see that all the 10 products here are checked in. You can see 10 ASINs selected, and then I'm just going to rename it. So I'm going to put footrest, and then I'm going to put hyphen 9 competitors like that. And then I'm going to click dive. Now usually this takes around 30 seconds to process, so I'm just going to wait a moment for it to process, and then we'll continue. Okay, so now we can see that it's loaded. And you can see we've got a bunch of different products here and a bunch of different information here. So I'm going to give you a quick explanation of what this information is. If you're already familiar with DataDive, then just skip it by about a minute. But if not, I'll quickly give you a TLDR on what this is. We don't need to dive into everything specifically, but I'm just going to give you a high level overview. So what we can see here over this side on the right is that we've got a bunch of different products, right? So we've got 10 products in total. Now, one of these will be your product and the other 9 are going to be your 9 competitors that you've chosen when we were on Amazon adding the products to tray. Then over to the left, you're going to see here search terms. So we can see that for these products, there's 495 search terms that are potentially relevant to yours. So these are pulled from all 10 of these products. Across those 495 search terms, they roughly have around 1.1 million monthly searches. And then you'll see next to it, we've got a relevancy score, which is assigned to each keyword, as we can see here when I just lift this up. So 100% relevancy score means that 10 out of 10 products over here are ranked for this keyword on page 1. Now, if you've got a relevancy score of 70%, for example, then that means that 7 out of 10 products here are ranked on page 1 for that keyword. So obviously, the higher the relevancy score, the better. Then you've got across here, if you go back over to the right, we've got a bunch of different numbers across each column. And what that shows you is what your organic rank is for the corresponding keyword. So we can see here, for example, that Step Lively is positioned organically number 4 for footrest. So it's good to be able to understand what your organic ranks are for each keyword and then be able to track it and map it to each strategy that you're implementing to actually see whether or not the strategies that you're executing on are having a positive impact on your organic ranks. Now, generally, what you want to have for your most important keywords is an organic rank of at least 10. Now, preferably, you want it to be between position 1 and 4, if not 1 and 6. Now, I understand that for more competitive niches or more design-specific niches, it may be a little bit difficult to get in the top 6. But for most relevant keywords, you want to be aiming for the top 6, if not the top 4 organic positions. So the first thing that you're going to do is go through this list of search terms here, and you're going to remove any keyword that's not relevant to your product. So I'm not going to do that now for the sake of the video because we'll be here for another 30 minutes. But what I will show you is how you would use DataDive to remove any irrelevant keywords from this list. And it's important that you do this now because in the next steps, it's going to rely on the fact that you've already done this. You don't want to be including any irrelevant keywords in the next part of the strategy. So I'm just going to identify a keyword that's not relevant to this product. So I'll just scroll down a bit so we can get to things that are slightly less relevant. And then we'll look at desk tech. So let's say that desk tech here, that's not relevant to our footrest that we're selling. So you're going to click on it here. So you just check this box here. and then you're going to click exclude selected keyword from the master keyword list. And what that's going to do is it's going to remove it from the keyword list, which is what you want. So you can see now it's gone from 495 to 494. And you're just going to go through this list and make sure that anything that's not relevant, you're going to check the box and you're going to exclude from the keywords from the MKL. You're also going to remove any competitor terms as well. So what you can actually do, for example, if you know that there's a specific competitor, you can just type in their name here. So this one here, we've got Huanuo, and then you're going to check those, exclude like that, and it's going to remove them. And then you just highlight this and then hit enter again, and then it's going to load up your master keyword list. So that's the first thing you need to do. So once you've done that, you're going to head over to the left tab over here, and then you're going to head under launch and click onto PPC keywords here. Once that's loaded up, it's going to look like this. Then you're going to click on this blue button here to import your master keyword list. And that's why I said it's crucial that you remove any irrelevant keywords before we actually move on to the second step. Because now what we've done is we've imported all of these keywords into here. So what you'll see here is a list of all the different keywords and ASINs from our master keyword list. We've got their approximate search volumes, we've got their relevancy score, and then we've got normalized keywords here as well. So what normalized keywords is going to do is it's essentially going to deduplicate anything from that list. And then you've got aggregate search volume. So if you imagine we're deduplicating two different keywords and putting them into one, what is the aggregate search volume of those two keywords in this new normalized keyword? It's just a way of making sure that we're not targeting any duplicates really, which isn't necessarily bad, but it just dilutes your advertising efforts and it's just a waste of time really. So now what we're going to do is we're going to identify all of the keywords that we actually want to target in our paid advertising campaigns, and anything that we're not going to target we're going to actually remove from this list. So what you'll find when you look through the normalized keywords column is that there are still some keywords that you potentially wouldn't want to target. Maybe they're a little bit less relevant for this specific strategy. So you're going to go through all of these, and what you're going to do is you're going to highlight any ones that you don't actually want to target in your new campaigns. And once you've removed them all, DataDive is going to reorganize them in a way where you can target by root keyword. So I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to quickly remove a bunch of different keywords from this list. So I'll quickly show you how you would do that. So let's say we want to remove this one here because we've realized that this is a branded term. You're just going to click on it and then you're just going to click delete like that, and it's going to remove it. And you can just highlight as many as you want and then click delete, and it's going to delete them like that. And then you can go like that and just remove them. So let's say now, for example, that this is our list of keywords that we want to actually target. So we've got around 60 odd keywords, 62 in total keywords that we're going to target. Now the next thing that we're going to do is head over here. So we're going to scroll to the right and we're going to click. So you see here where it says include in campaign. I'm going to move it over a little bit here. Let's say, for example, we want to create phrase match campaigns. So what we're going to do is we're going to uncheck all of these boxes and we're going to change them to phrase because we don't actually want to create any exact match campaigns. So I'm just going to uncheck all of these boxes quickly and I'm going to check all of the phrase match boxes. Okay, now once you can see that we've checked all of the phrase match boxes, all of the broad and exact match boxes have remained unchecked, which is what we want because we're only going to create phrase match campaigns. The next thing that we're going to do is make sure that we're not including any duplicate keywords. So we head over to phrase match campaign and we can see that 28 phrase keywords are already included in other keywords. So for example, footrest under desk work will get covered under footrest under desk. So we don't actually need footrest desk under work because it will be covered under that keyword anyway. So I've just deleted that. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to delete any keywords that are obsolete. So again, under desk footrest is included in desk footrest. So I'm going to remove this keyword here. So I'll just click on this keyword and then click delete like that. And desk footrest like that. I'm just going to remove all of the ones that are highlighted in yellow. Right, so now we can see that there are no longer any duplicate keywords or keywords that would be included within other root keywords for our phrase match campaigns. We're going to head over to the final part of the process. So you're going to head back over to the left here and then you're going to click onto PPC campaigns here. I'm just going to move over here. And once this is loaded up, we're just going to click on phrase because we're only creating phrase match campaigns. And then we can see a bunch of different campaigns. So we've got 4 in total of keywords that are going to be included in our new campaigns. Now what we're going to do, the first thing is put our SKU in. So I've already gone ahead and put a SKU in. Now you want to make sure that you get the SKU correct because we are going to bulk upload these. So if you don't have the correct SKU, then it's not going to work. And you can see here we've got campaign name template. Now you can change this to whatever naming conventions or naming structures you like to use. And then what we'll do here is head over here to number 3, so fill this section in. So you don't want to combine keywords whose search volume ratio is more than, and I usually go between 5 and 10. So what that will mean is there won't be a keyword with, let's say for example, 1,000 search volume and a keyword with 20,000 search volume in the same campaign, because that's going to be a 20-to-1 ratio. And the keyword with the 20,000 searches is going to take a lot of the spend and impressions from those other keywords. So that's why we try and keep a short ratio, or a small ratio, should I say. Now generally, so the default setting is 10. I like to keep it between 5 and 10. So in this example, I'm just going to do 5. We also want to make sure we're not including too many keywords in a campaign. So the default setting here is 8. Again, I usually keep it between 5 and 10. So I'm going to keep it 8. We've got the campaign start date. So this is today. So we've got the 10th of February, 2025. If you do want to set it for a date in the future, you can just click on this here, the calendar, and then just click on whichever date you want in the future. You've got your ad group default bid. We've got campaign daily budget. So set whatever budget you want to set. Bear in mind how many campaigns that you have. So for example, if you want to spend an additional $200, you would set $50 per campaign, and that's going to give you $200 in spend. And then you've got an ad group default bid, max keyword bid, and I would actually go in and change these after anyway, but just keep them for that as now. And then bidding strategy, I always like to start with dynamic bids down only. However, if I'm not generating any impressions, I will inch the bid up. If that still doesn't generate impressions, I'm going to change it to fixed bids. And then we've got the campaign name. So then I always just like to go through the keywords, make sure they're all relevant, look at the search volume, look at the number of campaigns. And then once all of this is ready, you're just going to click generate bulk sheet like this. Okay, so once it's loaded, you're going to click on the link here and it's going to load up the bulk sheet for you. So you can see here now I've got a bunch of different rows, and I can literally just take this, I can click file, download as an XLS spreadsheet like this, and then I can just head into Seller Central, head into Campaign Manager and upload it. And I'll quickly show you how you would do that now. Okay, so once you're in Campaign Manager, you're just going to head over to the tab on the left here. You're going to click onto bulk operations here. And then you're going to head over to upload your file to update your campaign. You're going to click choose file. You're going to identify the file that you've just downloaded. And then you're going to click upload. And it's usually going to take around 2 to 5 minutes to make the changes and upload the new campaigns. Then you can just head back over here, click onto Campaign Manager and refresh it and wait to see your new campaigns created. But that's pretty much everything for the video. To quickly summarize, what you want to do is identify the top competitors that have the best organic ranks. Add those to the train DataDive, because you want to be going after the best organically ranked competitors. They're generally going to have indexed and good organic ranks for the most keywords, which is what we want. You're going to load up your master keyword list and prune it, meaning you're going to remove any irrelevant search terms and you're going to remove any branded search terms. Then once you have that pruned and curated list, you're going to head into PPC keywords. You're going to check whichever boxes for the campaigns you're creating. So whether that be exact match, phrase or broad. Maybe you want to create all 3, who knows. You're going to remove any duplicate keywords or obsoleted keywords. And then once you've done that, you're going to head over to the PPC campaign section, where you're going to set your settings for what you want your campaign to be like. Whether that be different bidding strategy, different budgets, your campaign naming conventions. You will set all of those things, and then you will download the bulk sheet. And then that's going to help you to upload those campaigns within a matter of minutes. So you don't have to go in manually and just create these campaigns. And it's also going to help you to segment each campaign by root keyword. Because remember, segmenting root keyword is very, very important for helping with organic ranks. So that's everything for the video. If you want a checklist of how we go through this step by step to make sure we don't miss anything out, click on the link below and there will be a download that you can click on to download our checklist. But that's everything for the video. Thank you. Take care.